If you've recently become a single parent, it can sometimes feel overwhelming. There's so much to think about, not only how you're feeling emotionally about an end of the relationship, how your children are coping, but all the practicalities that you need to sort out. How to support the children, whether you work or not, whether you have to claim things or not. And you might be feeling scared of what the future holds for you.
How I'd cope doing everything on my own really was a main worry.
Financially it's hard, and the boundaries things, you haven't got anyone to rely on if you're struggling to keep them in check and that as well.
Often they feel overwhelmed, and for a lot of people it can feel almost like a bereavement process starting, and they really need to act quickly a lot of the time.
Yeah, it was hard, you know. The kids used to like say to me, "I'm sure I thought Daddy's left," but we used to argue. I said it's best if Daddy goes, then we won't argue no more, you know. It wasn't fair on the kids.
It was the complete 24/7 of it that really shocked me. I wasn't expecting to not get any sleep at night and then still have to function all day, because when they're very small, you know, they're not going to school and that like they are now that they're older. And so that was the biggest shock.
Do make sure that as soon as you can, you get advice and information about your entitlements to benefits, tax credits and child maintenance from your ex-partner.
Don't feel guilty about accepting help.
If you've got on a Citizens Advice Bureau in the area or a local advice centre, go and speak to them. It was actually the job centre. I was assigned a lone parent advisor, and they pretty much went through all the types of benefits I was entitled to. I also then decided that I would need to look for work, so I began looking for work and managed to actually get a part-time job.
Now that you're a lone parent, you may have in the forefront of your mind how you're going to budget and what financial budget you will have in the first place. You may not have ever claimed benefits before, for example. You're not sure if you need to give up work. How do you pay for childcare? What do you claim when you're not working?
But you do have to cut back on a lot of things. You know, you don't. I can remember not buying certain things that I was quite used to. The ready meals and the cartons, the expensive cartons of orange juice, apple juice. You know, those sort of things. You do have to initially really cut back. But once you get into the swing of it, actually, it works.
Child maintenance is the money that you get from the other parent of your child. It's really important that you get your entitlement. You can go through your partner to make arrangements for that, whatever you choose to do, or alternatively you can go through the child support agency to collect the maintenance.
But as being a single parent, I've got quite a lot of demands on my time as it is. You know, I don't know any other single dads in the street. They were a little bit standoffish with me, really. That's why I got involved with the City Dads Network, and that's been great, you know, to help to meet other dads.
It's not selfish to want to feel like you want to do something for yourself, remember. It's not all about looking after the children. It might be an opportunity for you to do something you've never tried before. You might find time for more personal space if you've got a childminder. You lean on family and friends. Take up a course. Start doing some voluntary work.
I picked myself up, went to college, studied for 4 years, had lots of help with childcare, managed to get a career out of it even though I was a single parent. I don't see any reason to stop just because you're by yourself.
Get on with the practicalities, work out how you're feeling about the end of the relationship, and things can move on.
My fears were bigger than, you know, the actual reality of it. In reality, I found it a lot easier actually than what I actually thought it would be.